Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to have a look at the IS7. Now, buy an IS7. You know that meme angle pretty much started. Don't buy an IS7. Now it's a brilliant tank, absolutely brilliant tank. But you know what? Something that's just really annoyed me. I actually wanted to record this, so what I did is recorded this replay, and after this replay I went and had one battle whilst recording. And what I actually did, I was talking through this replay, and I wanted to talk through the replay or the battle that I played whilst playing it live. I finished the video. I literally said like, goodbye everyone. Finished it, and I realized that the recorder that I used was actually the microphone muted, and only the in-game sounds, only the internal sounds was on, and the microphone was muted. So I literally spoke for 12 minutes, and I've now got to do it again. So we've already spoke about this game, but yeah, you wouldn't have heard it. So IS7, Wargaming gave it the HD model, and since they gave it the HD model, absolutely brilliant tank. And of course, since they updated the armor profile of the armor profiles of the tank, where even spaced armor turns red, I think this tank is absolutely freaking phenomenal now. It plays really, really good, and I just can't believe how much things can change after a little buff. And it wasn't really an official buff, I don't think. They never really announced it, that this was getting buffed. But look at this guy. He's having a whale of a time here. Everyone is shooting him. He's on 5k block damage. People have already started resorting and shooting HE because they can't penetrate. And he's actually in a position that I would not recommend. Side scraping in this thing is good if you can hide your pike nose. If you can't hide your pike nose, then don't side scrape, because your pike nose will become weak. But since Wargaming updated the armor profile, it actually is quite troll, and you don't even know if you can penetrate it or not. There's some sections of the tank you don't even think you can penetrate. Of course, sometimes the camouflage which you're using helps, which we're going to see on the enemy IS7. When he comes down here, you're going to actually see the armor profile. But 6,000 block damage just by sitting there. He wasn't even looking at moving. And ultimately, I think that's going to win them this game, because he's just taking the attention of almost all the enemy team. And whilst they are shooting him, they are not shooting his teammates, whilst their teammates are still shooting them. So 6,100 damage blocked in like 2 minutes. Absolutely crazy. And as I've said at the start, like, I would definitely recommend going to buy the IS7 now. It just feels a completely different tank. It has the higher alpha as well, 460 alpha or something like that. So if you can get a nice HE shell in, you can do upwards of nearly 700 damage per shot. I've just shot this game, which you're going to see at the end of my replay, sort of 650 or so. So yeah, if you can get that HE shot off, brilliant. But yeah, it just feels like a different tank, like in general, since they gave it the buff, or the whatever it was they gave it, the HD model. I mean, look at that. Even the pike nose, you can penetrate it, but it doesn't look like you can penetrate. Now, I would always still recommend playing the tank as I've always recommended. If you're looking at a tank, don't look in this direction like this guy is on the enemy team. Look at him straight. If you're face hugging a tank, look at the tank straight. Don't angle up, because your pike nose will become weak. And of course, if you start angling to a tank like the Averoo, like he is here, then that is an Amarak waiting to happen. Of course, even though it's a decent tank and all that, the Amarak is still very, very weak, so you can still be penetrated and you still get Amarak quite easily. Now, we played tournaments the other day, which I did in my giveaway video, and I Amaraked an IS7 with a mouse, so it is easily Amarakable. But you can see, I just think the tank now looks fantastic. Not only does it feel different playing, but it also looks fantastic. I love the HD model with the camouflage as well, with the battle hardened camouflage. And I do think this and the E100 now are one of the sexiest tanks in the game, one of the best looking tanks in the game. I think they just look amazing, and I can't wait for more tanks to look like this with their legendary camouflage as well. So we're going to play this battle, which I've already played and I've already spoke about whilst playing it, but I'm going to keep it in there. There's no point in playing a different game. I don't do fantastic, but there's some situations that you can get the tank in to make it more effective. Of course, if you can side scrape, then yeah, side scraping is brilliant. As you've just seen in the last game, you can get bounces. But if you do side scrape, always make sure that your pike nose is not easily accessible for the enemy team, and of course your bottom plate as well, your lower plate, make sure that is hidden. The hold down is where this tank really shines as well. It doesn't quite have the gun depression, but you can still get people try and shoot at you. This is what I'm trying to do with the E100 here. I'm trying to get him to shoot me. I can't get my gun down enough, but if he shoots me, I know I should be available I should be able to go over, get my gun down and take the shot. I wasn't aware if anything was in the corner or not. I know most of the medium tanks are sort of the left side. Now I'm actually getting shot by the Yo. The Yo is being a TD, so because he's being a TD, I'm not actually really worried about him. So we're just going to sit and try and farm out this E100. Now, again, just because the tank it feels a lot better, the gun is still very, very troll. You will miss a lot of your shots. They'll go, you could fully aim in and they'll just go somewhere over the next map. If you start a game straight after, you'll probably see the shell going past the map. So yeah, the accuracy still isn't the best. You're going to see it here, like not right now, but we're going to get a shot in on the E100 soon. And this is what I mean, the gun is still very, very troll. But again, it is the 130mm, excuse me, it is 130mm, it does have that the higher alpha, and if you can get that HE shot, then yeah, you're going to be laughing. So you can see here, we're going to try and aim in. That one does hit. Not too bad. It hit where we wanted to be hit, but unfortunately it didn't penetrate. So we're going to go and try again, and we're going to try and shoot the exact same place, and you are going to see it just donk. It just donked. We just aimed at the exact same place as we aimed before, and the shell literally just went elsewhere. But hopefully we are going to get the shot, and we are going to get the kill. So that took longer than I'd hoped. But now the medium tanks on the enemy team have started to push. I now need to use this tank to get around and hopefully get some kills. So we are going to aim for the standard B there. We're going to get rid of him for our second kill. The best thing about the tank as well, it is a quick tank. It's a heavy tank, it is a quick tank, and the armor profile, you will bounce shots even when you're not looking at bouncing shots. So, and that's the thing with all the IS tanks. The IS8 is pretty much the same. You're going to bounce shots even when you're not intending to bounce shots. And as you see there, when you're not fully aimed in, your shell can just go all over the place. So at the minute, it is a 3 versus 4. Now, there goes that guy. So I really want to take care of this, hopefully this leopard. I could actually shoot HE at this guy, but I don't want to risk it. He was at that angle where I would probably aimed, I would have had to aim just a little bit more. So I just wanted to guarantee the shot to put him down to a 1 shot, and our Kranwagen can take him out. So next up, we've got now a 3 versus 3. Again, we're going to get the shot there. We don't aim in, but it hits. So it's yeah, it's a very troll gun. It really is a troll gun. And at this point, I just want to push forward. You can see me angling. Like I said, it's not the best of positions to angle. You need to go directly at him. But the thing is, like, when you're in the open, you're not going to bounce too much, because if you go straight at them, then they're just going to shoot your lower plate. If you go in at an angle, they are going to shoot your pike nose. So it is one of those situations. It's one of those tanks where it's not the best in the open field. If you can get yourself into a hold down position, or even side scraping, if you are hiding what I explained at the start, then yeah, it is a fun tank to play, and I definitely enjoy playing this. Now, it's a popular tank out there. It's a popular tank in tournaments again. I've seen it around in tournaments, and it's a popular tank in ratings. I've seen quite a lot of IS7s in ratings as well, and they do pretty well. So definitely recommend going to grind the IS7 once again. I didn't think I'd ever say that, you know. Once it used to be the meta. When I first started the game, it was all about the IS7 meta and the 140 meta. That soon changed into sort of the IS4 meta, and I always said that there's no point buying an IS7 if you own an IS4. Now I'm definitely changing that, you know. I'm actually heading towards the IS7 over the IS4 because it just feels a different tank. And I don't know if you guys can feel it. If you guys play the IS7, do you feel like a massive change in the tank? Do you feel that it's a much better tank now than it once was? Because yeah, I don't play it often. Actually, I can't remember the last time I played it. But yeah, going to play it here, coming up against the IS7, it is a lot harder to deal with. And when I'm playing it, it just feels a lot nicer. Again, the speed's really nice. The gun is troll, but once you hit, it does that high alpha. Once you get the HE shots, it does a nice amount of damage. And here you're going to see just the waffle left. We are going to use the HE, and we're going to fully aim in because you know what the gun's like. And we're actually going to do a nice amount of damage to him. 629 HE damage. That is TD. That is literally tank destroyer damage right there. So yeah, IS7 guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, do you think it's changed much? Do you like coming up against IS7 still because of the ammo rack is still very weak, or now do you hate coming up against an IS7? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and hope you enjoyed the video. Again, I am sorry that I sort of ruined the video a bit whilst playing, because it just, you know, I'm a noob. Next time I'm going to make sure I use the right settings on my recorder, so I'm actually recording the microphone and the in-game sound rather than just the in-game sound. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video guys. I'm meadsy69, and I will catch you all very, very soon. Bye bye.